Hey love, I've been carrying a heavy weight on my shoulders for quite some time now. And today I've come to the realization that I can't keep it to myself any longer. This weight, this burden, has been with me for a long while. It's been something I've held on to, quietly hoping that maybe with time it would ease, that it would somehow lessen on its own. But it hasn't. If anything, it's only grown heavier, more difficult to carry. And I owe it to you, to both of us, to finally share what's been weighing on my heart. It's time I let you in on something that's been quietly consuming me, something I can't keep to myself anymore. I know this won't be easy to hear, and I know it won't be easy for me to say. But as much as it pains me, I need to be honest with you. It's the only way forward for both of us. You deserve the truth, and it's time for me to face it myself. In 3 days from now, everything in our lives is going to change. And this change isn't small, it's not just a shift in direction or a passing thought. No, this is a significant change, one that will completely alter the course of our lives. It's not something I decided lightly. It's a choice I've carefully and painfully made, and one I truly believe is necessary for both of us. I'm not going to lie to you, this decision is a painful one. It's been hard for me to accept that it's time to make this move, to let go of the things I once thought were permanent, were unchangeable. This decision, while painful, is the only thing that will allow both of us to move forward. It will create the space we need to grow, to evolve, and to heal. But it will also shatter ties I once thought were unbreakable, bonds that I thought were solid, lasting, and unchanging. It will feel like a loss, because it is. It will feel like walking away from everything we've known, and in a way, it will be. But this is the only way to reclaim the parts of ourselves we've lost along the way. I know I'm asking a lot from you right now, but for the next few minutes, I need you to stay with me. I need you to listen closely. I'm asking for your time and your attention because what I'm about to share with you is deeply important. It's not something I want you to hear from anyone else. It's something I owe you as someone who deeply cares about you and the bond we've shared. This is not easy for me to say, and I know it won't be easy for you to hear, but as hard as it is, it's something that must be done. And I need you to understand why I've made this choice. 3 days from now, I'll be walking away from the woman I chose over you. It's a decision that's been long overdue, a choice I've carried with me for what feels like an eternity. She was the third party, the person who, for a time, occupied a space in my life that was always meant for you. I realize now just how wrong that choice was. I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was moving towards something that would bring me happiness, that would lead me to peace or fulfillment. I thought I was making a choice that would make everything feel right. But time has shown me how deeply mistaken I was. That decision didn't bring me the happiness I sought. Instead, it left me with a deep sense of emptiness, regret, and a feeling of being lost. It created a void in my life that I couldn't ignore, no matter how hard I tried. And no matter what I did, no matter how many distractions I put in place, that void never seemed to fill. I thought I was moving forward, but in reality, I was stepping away from everything that truly mattered to me, from everything that was real. That choice tore me away from the one person who has always been my anchor, you. You were, and still are, my truth. You were the one who kept me grounded, the one who saw me for who I truly was, even when I couldn't see it myself. But being with her, trying to make something work that was never meant to be, only made me see things more clearly. It opened my eyes to the reality of my situation and how much I've lost in the process. When I turned away from you, I lost more than just your presence. I lost your love, your warmth, your support, the things that made my life whole and meaningful. I can't keep living in the shadow of a life pretending that I'm okay when I'm not. This isn't the life I want. It's not the life I deserve. And it's certainly not the life you deserve either. I know this isn't easy to hear. I've carried this weight for so long, but it's time for me to finally set things right. To take the steps I should have taken long ago. In 3 days from now, I'll be doing just that. I'll be walking away from everything that no longer serves me, and I'll be stepping into the life that's meant for me. And more importantly, stepping into the life that's meant for us. I'm doing this because I need to reclaim the parts of myself that I lost along the way. Those parts of me that feel alive, that feel whole and real, those parts only come to life when I'm with you. Somewhere along the line, I let those pieces slip away, thinking that I could find them somewhere else. I convinced myself that the answers were out there, in her, in another path, in something other than you. But now, I know that what I've been searching for was always with you. It's always been with you. You've been my truth, and I've lost sight of that, but no more. I allowed myself to be consumed by an illusion. I created a vision in my mind of who she could be, of what we could have together. I wanted so desperately to believe in that vision that I ignored the truth in front of me. It wasn't real. It never was. Her place in my life wasn't built on something solid. It was built on false hopes, misunderstandings, and a misguided belief that I could find what was missing in someone else. But now that I can see the reality, I know I can't continue down this path. I can't keep living this way, especially when I know what's real. What's real is you, the love we share, the connection that has always been there, even when I turned away from it. 3 days from now, I'll be ending that chapter of my life. I'll be closing the door on it for good, and I'll be walking forward toward what's real, toward what's meant to be. This isn't just about walking away from her. It's about finally stepping toward what's right and stepping toward you. It's about healing the wounds I've caused, both in myself and in our relationship. It's the only way I can begin to make things right, to show you the truth of how I feel, and to begin the process of rebuilding what's been broken. I know I've caused you pain. I know that I've hurt you, and I've carried the weight of that every single day. But this is my chance to show you the depth of what I feel for you. It's my chance to show you that despite everything, my feelings for you have never wavered. They've always been here, waiting for me to open my eyes and truly see. This is my chance to begin making things right. Now, I want to share something important with you. Let's talk about what the cards are revealing about your finances. The cards are showing me that your career is thriving. You've been making steady progress toward your financial goals, and your hard work is starting to pay off in ways you didn't expect. You've been putting in the effort, and now you're seeing the results. But despite this success, there's still a lingering feeling of being stuck. It's as if you're moving forward, but not quite reaching the place you know you're capable of. Spirit is saying that the financial abundance you've been striving for will come to you, but it will happen in divine timing. This means that no matter how much you want success to come quickly, you can't rush it. It's like planting seeds. You can't rush them to grow. They need time, care, and patience. And so does your financial journey. The timing of your breakthroughs, of your abundance, isn't something you can control, but you can trust that Spirit is working behind the scenes to ensure everything happens exactly when it's meant to. For many of my water signs, there's an important message about healing your mindset around money and self-worth. You might not realize it, but sometimes you hold on to fears or doubts that block the flow of abundance. Maybe you've been overspending on things that don't bring you true fulfillment, or perhaps you've been avoiding making long-term investments due to past financial setbacks or a fear of failure. These habits, while understandable, may be keeping you from fully stepping into the financial stability you've worked so hard to create. Spirit wants you to know that you're being guided not only in your career, but also in your financial discipline. This is about learning to trust yourself and strengthening your relationship with money. It's about releasing the fear of losing or repeating past mistakes and focusing on building smarter, more responsible financial habits. When you do this, you'll open the door to greater prosperity, stability, and abundance. You'll be able to align your actions with your faith, knowing that abundance is not just possible, it's meant for you. So here we are, standing at a crossroads, a place where we can either remain stuck in what no longer serves us, or we can take the steps that will lead us towards something better, something real. I've made my choice, and am ready to walk forward. I hope you'll join me. Together, we can rebuild what's been broken and create the life that's always been meant for us. In 3 days, everything will change, and I believe it will be for the better for both of us.